At first, I thought it was just my hair getting older. Flat on top, no movement, so I tried the usual, volumizing shampoo, a round brush, even flipping my part the other way. But every time I looked in the mirror, something still felt off. And it wasn't just the hair. My face had softened over the years. Full cheeks, less definition. Nothing wrong with that. It's just where life takes you. But suddenly, the combination of flat hair and a rounder face was doing me zero favors. One day at the salon, my stylist looked at me, tilted her head, and said, "Let's stop trying to fluff the hair. Let's fix the shape." That's when it clicked. It wasn't about making the hair bigger. It was about giving it direction, especially up top. So if you're over 60, your hair's fine, your crown's gone flat, and your face feels rounder than it used to, you're in good company. This video's for you. We're walking through the best shortcuts that actually work with your hair and face, not against them. No teasing, no helmet hair, just smart shape, subtle tricks, and styles that lift the whole look. And if that sounds like your kind of thing, you might want to stick around. Maybe even hit subscribe if you're feeling wild. Style 1. The cut that lifts, layered crown pixie. Now let's start with the quiet superhero of short hair, the layered crown pixie. This cut isn't about drama. It's not spiky or edgy unless you want it to be. It's subtle, clean, but it knows how to lift. Here's how it works. The top is layered just enough to create natural volume. Not from product, not from styling, from the way it's cut. The sides stay neat and close to the head, which helps slim a rounder face. And the back tapers in gently, giving you that clean neckline that somehow makes you stand taller. I had one client. Her hair was baby fine, and she'd given up on volume entirely. She said, "At this point, I just wear a hat and pretend it's a choice." But once we gave her this pixie, with the crown lifted just a touch, she couldn't stop running her fingers through it. "It's like someone propped up my whole head," she joked. What I love about this cut is that it brings the focus upward, right to the eyes and cheekbones. That's especially helpful when your cheeks are a little fuller. It breaks up the roundness without shouting, "Look, I'm trying to contour my face with my hair." Pro tip from my stylist, don't over-texturize. The volume should come from the architecture, not choppy layers that fly away. And one more thing, this cut grows out beautifully. So if you're not into monthly salon visits, this might be your new best friend. Style 2, the slimming angle, asymmetrical side-swept bob. This one's for when you want just a little drama, but the kind that works in your favor. An asymmetrical side-swept bob is exactly what it sounds like. One side slightly longer than the other, paired with a side part that lets the hair gently skim across the cheek. Why it works? Because round faces don't need volume on the sides. They need movement across and down, not out. And this cut gives you exactly that. A woman I met at a wedding, mid-60s, bright silver hair, had this bob that made everyone do a double take. She leaned over and said, "I used to hate my cheeks. Now I just redirect attention." That's what this cut does. It creates a diagonal line from temple to chin. And that line, it tricks the eye. Instead of seeing round, we see structure, even if you haven't worn makeup in months. Plus, the side-swept front adds softness, especially if you have a strong jaw or full cheek area. It frames the face without boxing it in, which is what blunt bobs tend to do if you're not careful. Now, here's a stylist tip. Ask for subtle graduation at the back. It keeps the neckline clean and prevents that mushroom shape we all fear. Also, don't go too long in front. Just past the chin is usually perfect. Anything longer can start dragging your features down instead of lifting them up. And if your hair is naturally flat, that's actually ideal for this cut because it lays where it's supposed to, No fluffing required. Style 3, the feather fix, soft shag with movement. Now, if you're someone who's tried volume styles before and ended up looking like a pufferfish, this one's for you. The soft shag gives you what we call implied volume. That airy, feathered look that moves with you, but never overwhelms. Think of it as the opposite of a helmet. This cut says, I woke up like this, even if it took a little mousse and a good blow dry. A friend of mine, mid-60s, artsy, wore a lot of turquoise, had super fine, pin-straight hair. She said she always felt like her hair was just stuck to her skull. Her stylist finally talked her into a light shag with soft layers that flicked just slightly around her face. And next time I saw her, she looked like she'd just gotten back from Santa Fe. She said, "It's not thicker, it just looks like it's trying harder." And that's exactly the point. The soft shag creates the illusion of movement, even on the finest hair. It breaks up that flat crown without stacking it too high. And around the face, it adds lift at the temples, which is amazing for balancing out fuller cheeks. One stylist told me, most women over 60 don't need volume everywhere. They need shape in motion. A little flick here, a soft bend there, and suddenly the whole face lifts. Important tip. Avoid overly heavy bangs with this cut. They can weigh down the whole effect. Go for curtain fringe or side wisps instead. And don't worry, it's supposed to look a little messy. That's part of the charm. Style 4. The volume illusion, crown lifted wedge. Now this next one's a bit of a throwback, but in the best way. The crown lifted wedge has been around forever, and for good reason. It's like shapewear for your head. Seriously. If your hair lies flat on top, and your cheeks are a little generous, this cut pulls everything up and back without adding width. It's basically geometry, but cute. Here's how it works. The hair is stacked at the back, right below the crown, in gentle, graduated layers. It creates a visual lift, like a little shelf that holds your whole head up. From the side, your profile gets this elegant slope instead of a rounded silhouette. One woman I know said her grandson asked if she'd lost weight after she got this cut. She said, "Nope, just my hair's working harder now." And she was right. The wedge draws the eye upward. It gives structure where fine hair usually flattens, especially at the crown, which is where most of us need a little boost. Bonus, the shorter back keeps the neck open, which instantly adds lightness to your look. Especially great if you wear earrings or scarves. It lets them shine. Stylist tip: avoid going too stacked or sharp with the layers. We're not trying to time travel to 1983. Keep the graduation soft. Modern. A little undone. Also, this cut is magic for those of us who don't want to spend 20 minutes styling. A quick blow dry with your head flipped over and you're out the door. It's classy, it's low fuss, and it lifts your whole presence, not just your hair. So let's be honest, most of us over 60 aren't looking to reinvent ourselves with every haircut. We just want something that makes us feel a little more put together without having to explain it. And when your hair's gone flat and your face feels rounder than it used to, it's easy to assume you need more hair, more layers, more product, more something. But the truth is, it's not about more. It's about better shape. The right shortcut doesn't add bulk. It creates lift where you need it and softness where it matters. It draws the eye up, frames your face gently, and gives you that little spark of, I look like me again. And let's not forget, flat, fine hair actually has an advantage. It listens. With the right cut, it falls exactly where it should. No fuss, no teasing, no gravity-defying sprays. If you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, my hair is not doing me any favors, this is your sign to try a cut that does. One that works with your texture. One that understands a round face isn't a flaw. It just needs a little balancing act. So, which one are you thinking about trying? Or maybe you've already found your magic cut. Share it below, because there's no better advice than from someone who's been there. Cut that. And if this helped you at all, give it a like or even subscribe. We do real hair for real women here.